I don't know what happened with the last stream, so I'm creating another one. So y'all should be able to come in here. As far as what you saying about what you call it, bringing debates back, I'm not debating folks, man. Like it's 20 fucking 25. This shit, like I already told people what I think debates are for, and niggas are not really debating; they're battle rapping. Yeah, I can't. I had to because I don't know because I didn't have it on mute, and I left the video multiple times. It just didn't want to work. As far as what you talking about, I'm not number one, the Portuguese. First of all, I'm just gonna keep it straight up, man. I'm gonna keep it straight up. I think a lot of niggas are goofy as hell. This is gonna come off like I'm hating, and I'm it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to wear that jacket. I'm not hating, but this is just for real. I think it is absolutely goofy as fuck that you letting a motherfucker that completely does not understand what it is to be. I mean, shit, y'all might as well let King Riches run the shit. At least King Riches was in this had some semblance in the fucking space, and King Riches had a bigger channel and has access to United Kingdom market. Ain't no niggas in Portugal like that. Nobody we give a fuck about. So for motherfuckers to be gathered around his shit and around his shit, I think that is some of the goofiest shit in the world. Because you don't gotta necessarily be pro-black to understand the tether situation. And this is how you get a DJ Academics. This is how you get motherfuckers that are at the top of our shit. I don't understand how you all I do not understand how you all let a motherfucker that does not have any ties to what the fuck we gotta deal with, like weasel his ass into like these conversations. I don't get that. Y'all might as well let a white dude do it. Like real fucking talk. I don't understand that. I really do not understand that. And this is in response to what's gonna talk about they having debates over there. Number one, he don't like me anyway, and I don't like him. And I've already said why I don't like him because he has this. I really do not like foreign motherfuckers that's got this frenemy obsessive energy with African Americans. On the one hand, it's like yeah, it's the same thing with the Tyler shit. These people, it's like they have this view of the United States and they lump black people into it like we do the same shit white people do, which we do not do, which we don't. Talking about black people, talk about American exception, we do not come with the same kind of energy as white people come when we go overseas, because we have been taught very clearly that we're not entitled to that same kind of entitlement. And so it's the same energy. But yet, y'all somehow let motherfuckers become the Rodney King of fucking relationship debate. Y'all motherfuckers are that fucking desperate for O'Shea to redo. Y'all are that desperate for another inclination of the Rumble. And it'd be one thing if y'all created that shit yourself, but the fact that y'all gotta actually gather around like a foreign entity to do that, to me, that's pathetic. I'm just gonna say straight up. And anybody that want to get mad at that, fuck you, get mad. But that's dead ass the truth. You just mad because you didn't do it. Nah, that's not true. Because if I actually wanted to do something like that, I could have if I put enough energy into it. But those debates, those are battle rapping debates. That has nothing to do with actually moving the conversation forward. That's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that want to be heard or want attention, or some people are using it to build their channel, and that's fine. But the reality is, this is how you get a fucking shade room. This is how you get a fucking DJ Academics. This is how you get motherfuckers at the top of our communications lines. And then niggas be like, how did that happen? It's because of niggas that, remember I told you, this is our fault. This is a perfect example of why this is our fault. This is our fault. I don't know what nigga now if a nigga did that, y'all be finding a way to hate on the nigga. But because it's a foreign entity, it's like somehow they're able to weasel their way in the shit. even though he don't know the real background details on a lot of why things are the way they are. And I don't really care about it that much, but you asked, so I'm gonna bring it up. So no, I'm not getting on no shit like that. Honestly, if you really want my honest opinion, he really ain't got he's got as much of a place talking about some of these conversations as a white dude does. Especially in the black manosphere. You might as well let Hispanic come up in here. Like real talk. And the proper way to do shit like that is to say, okay, bet people are interested in that. Let me create my own version of that and then make it better and then extract the shit from there. That's what other groups do. But no, niggas get comfortable. They get comfortable, you know, because that hate energy don't necessarily, black men don't really have that same kind of hating on foreign dudes like they do other their own group. Black women are the same way. Black women, everybody, black women don't have the same kind of hate energy unless these women are extracting men that they want from them. Other than that, they that's an FBA problem. It is a problem we have. And that's why a lot of people be like, well, why do people go so hard on that? We go so hard, not because so much of any other group, because we have inappropriate behavior on our own. We have issues as African Americans that we need to fucking fix. And I personally think that is some goofy ass shit. It is. There are other you all that were capable of putting some shit together like that. I don't know why y'all all gather around a campfire around a fucking foreign nigga. And people be like, well, why don't you like him? I don't like him because he talks to African American men like a little boy. If he was talking to African American men in real life like that, he would have got smacked. So he probably wouldn't. And I told him about it. He didn't correct that, so I said, fuck him. Because that's who he is, and that's fine. I made a decision. But no, a lot of you niggas want to battle rap and shit. Number one, that ain't even the main way to actually grow. Like, truth be told, O'Shea was absolutely right. If you want to grow, the way to do it is create uploads, video uploads. But a lot of y'all are too lazy to fucking do that. And honestly, I've done it on and off. Had I been consistent with it when I first did it, I'd probably be at 50, 60,000 subscribers by now. I know I would. And I'm not hating on, I know George Macon is going through some medical issues, but that Street Media channel, that's George Macon's channel. George Macon, I'm going to just tell the whole facts how they need to be told. George Macon did that shit for a whole year before his shit popped. And he got videos that pop. I'm not about George Macon ain't putting together no patentable shit. But at the end of the day, he was consistent. But a lot of y'all want to battle rap y'all way to shit. And this ain't I haven't even seen the videos, so I just know he does them. I see some of the thumbnails and I ignore it, so this ain't even I'm watching it and then I'm really talking I don't know who the fuck is on there. But I know it's people related to some of the people related to our space. And a lot of times niggas want to have conversations with these hoes and have some, Lapeef shit. I know Jeff James, cause I've seen a couple of his videos on his channel. So I get it, but that's goofy as fuck, man. That's goofy as fuck because y'all are never telling the whole fucking truth. The shit that needs to be said, the real shit, not what I think is real, but what's actually going on, is never said. It's just a whole bunch of surface level, arguing with hoes bullshit. See, y'all do this, but y'all do that, but y'all do this, but y'all do that. No, fuck that. Let's you do you, I do me, let's separate. And let's see what happens. No, exactly. Because if you separate, you know where you going. Ain't nobody gonna do for you, do for black women as a group what black men do. Period. And the government is already dialing back. So you know where that is. That's why I always say, when black women always talk that shit, about, you know, oh, we need to get a white man. I'm like, you definitely should. I don't know why y'all talk about black men anyway. Just go ahead and get you a white man. I actively encourage it. I get excited. Because I'm like, I'd rather y'all be a problem. I believe a lot of shit about black women would change if they really pursued more dudes outside their race. Because they would have to change. And the more that it became obvious that black women are not behaving the same way, the less tolerant black men would be towards them acting that way towards them. That, and black men would feel less guilty, Ryan Clark, of dating outside their race. Shout out to Lasher Deviants Gaming with the $20. Just came in. Take this off the stream. Keep going, my nigga. Later on, I want to get at you about Comfy UI. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie, man. Dude, I'm sorry. I could tell you a lot. I could pretty much tell you almost everything about content creation when it comes to AI outside of Comfy UI. So, full disclosure, I pretty much mastered every way to get around certain things. Comfy UI is one way to get around Comfy UI, but I actually need to learn. It's scary what I can do with AI without Comfy UI. Comfy UI would be the equivalent of me going from where I am right now to like Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 1 would be me learning how to do Laura's, which I still haven't done Laura's. Because once I learn how to do Laura's, for those of y'all that know, I can do a lot of customizable stuff. That's one of the reasons why I use different platforms, because I have to do different things on there. Certain platforms do certain things well. It's about 3 or 4 platforms, and I'm not even talking about Midjourney. Hold on, I'm talking about it's really about 7 really good platforms, but it's about, let me see, yeah, it's about 4 that I like, really 3 that I use really, really hard, and like 4, and it's like 7 total. So I'm not even gonna lie to you, I gotta learn about Comfy UI. And the reality is, if I learn about it and I actually learn it, because there's certain things, because honestly, people don't really sell this stuff. It's not really, okay, you pay me and I'll teach, and I have like a course. They don't put courses on this. And I'm actually glad they don't, because certain people would fuck it up for everybody. That's all I gotta say about that. Certain people, especially when you gotta remember, with the AI stuff, you're dealing with international shit too. And everybody, so you just open doors. So thankfully people ain't lost their goddamn minds, and these platforms are pretty much on it for the most part, but not overly on it. But yeah, ask me, but I'll say this though, man. Ask me about what you're trying to do, and if I know how to do it outside of Comfy, I'll let you know. But I still gotta learn Comfy. But once I learn that, I know how to do it. Like, dude, I'm probably the master at getting around all of that shit. Because I knew how to do a lot of stuff outside of that. So when I actually learn how to do it, that's gonna be insane. I can pretty much do like 70% of stuff without it, which most people can't even do. Like, there's certain stuff I can do with AI that yeah. Like I said, my Patreon, I'm trying to get that Patreon that I do with the AI. That shit probably is gonna be like I'm aiming at like a $8,000-9,000 a month thing. That's what I'm aiming for. Then you might need shit. If you started with Comfy UI, then I might have some questions for your ass. And nigga, I'm willing to pay. I pay for information. Cause my stuff is probably gonna be really basic. Cause really I need to get a computer specifically for that, but I don't feel like doing that. So it's like, do I need to rent another like computer over the internet for it, which I'm probably gonna do it first, if for nothing else, than to train myself on Comfy UI. So anyway, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic. But yeah. So I'm not even trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to hate. I mean, people can do what the fuck they want to do, but it's something that needs, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, y'all niggas stay doing shit even though y'all supposed to be aware. And like, y'all should, like, you should have your own thing. I'm gonna keep it real. It's better. It would be better for you all to get around Danica Marie or something. Like, it literally would be better for you to get around one of these females and do a show like that. Then, like, seriously. Because there's context that's lacking. So I don't get it, but whatever. I don't care. I don't care. But ultimately, video uploads is really where the way to go to if you're trying to grow. Because see, what a lot of people don't understand is there's a difference between growing from zero or growing from like a level that's not sustainable. Let's say like you don't make enough money to do this full time. Like that level versus, okay, you have an audience and then you're trying to increase based on, even me, I have a small, like, I know I can get 1,000 videos per a video upload I do. I know I can count on y'all to do that. Like, at least to get 1,000 views. So it's always a matter of, so I literally know when a video is performing because I know when one's underperforming, because I get a video under 1,000, it's underperforming. Because y'all are really consistent, which I appreciate. Everybody don't like the lives, because the lives is, like I said, it's a certain style, long drawn out. I get it. I'm not even judging. Yeah, it's other people. I think that I think Messi would actually be good, because I think she can be impartial. She's demonstrated that. She has her opinions, but she don't be getting emotional over it. Not the stuff that's real stuff. There's a couple. Oh man, you talking about these Keishas? Well, hey, you dealing with somebody that ain't from here. If we own that, then we might as well, might as well. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but now, oh man, you heard what Ed said? Ed is hating on you. Ed is hating on your shit. I don't give a fuck about it. I ain't watched a second of that shit. But I know what that goes. And I'm not about to battle rap, because what needs to be said can't be said in situations like that, because niggas are really there to try to gain an audience. And I'm not interested in that bullshit. I'm not. If we're not gonna have a real conversation about shit, then fuck that. I'm sorry. I'm too old to be battle rapping, because that's what I call it, battle rapping. Just going, yeah, man, like, cause these things, at the end of the day, when we get off this app, we gonna do what the fuck we want to do regardless, right? So it don't matter. That's not how you, like, honestly, how you leverage power on women is not by talking to them. You talk to them after you've already done what you've done. So if they don't want it to happen again, this is what they need to know. But power, men put too much emphasis on talking. When it comes to power, that is not your power over women. I don't give a fuck how much of a mouthpiece you think you have, because ultimately that mouthpiece don't mean nothing if you can't fuck, because you can't back it up. And none of those people, by the way, Reva and them have no real incentive to do something like that, because something like that is very time consuming, and they already have their audience, and they don't benefit from that. You benefit from it, like the people that are going on there. So anybody gets big like that has no real reason to do it. Like a JR Wisdom could do it. He could, but I don't think he has the patience, the time to do it. Certain people don't have the time. This is something LAR honestly would have been great at, but LAR, they be hating on LAR in the algorithm. If LAR is at 40,000, because doing live streams is fucking time consuming. A lot of y'all don't really understand that. That's why I do it the way I do it. I just fire that shit up and I'm dry. I don't got to sit my ass down and necessarily be in front of a computer. Like, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense to do all of that. Versus with the uploads, At least, really, you do uploads and you allow the live streams to reinforce the uploads. That's what Jada Black does. And that's a smart way to do it. Because uploads is more of a fixed time commitment. And if you get fast enough and good enough, like, you can fire, especially if you're not willing to do a whole bunch of crazy edits and shit. See, that's my issue. My issue is I keep wanting to do like really good edits, and edits take time. Versus just freestyle it. Have me a couple of like Ticket TV does as well. Has a couple of different, like, you know, video graphics. Sometimes a static picture, and just fire it up. Let your mouthpiece take over. And if I did that, I could fire out, like, y'all see how I go live. I could fire out probably like 3 or 4 videos a day. And that's probably what I actually need to do. That's actually what I was going to do today, which is work on video graphics. Just get a whole bunch of different themes, and then, you know, combine that with my AI skills and add that, because that'll have a unique look. Kind of create a radio look, and then you're done. Combine that with StreamYard, have an underground ticker, and then that's it. Most niggas don't know the real meaning of leverage. No, they don't, because they're not taught it. They're not. Dudes don't. And so what they do is they basically do a whole bunch of fucking begging. Even when you try to use game is not leverage. Game is kind of like freestyling absence of leverage, which is why white people don't understand it. Because white boys don't understand how we've been able to make that. It's really you making something out of nothing. But the problem with game is women will resent that, because it's just like when you finagle somebody out of a sale, and especially if they can't get no refund, you finagle somebody out of a sale, they'll either want to go for the refund real quick, because once they get off that emotional high that you use to get that out of them, they're gonna want a refund. And if they can't get a refund, they're going to try to fuck with your PayPal account. Thankfully, I've never had my PayPal account. Shit. I've never had my PayPal account fucked with. Because, quite frankly, I don't expose my PayPal account enough for it to be fucked with. I don't expose my PayPal account to be fucked with, but even my Venmo and my other accounts. And I usually don't get ghosted on people either. So yeah, so no, dudes don't know about. In fact, a lot of black men are scared of leverage and power, because a lot of black men see leverage and power as oppression. That's the thing you should be doing every day. Like, that's what self-improvement is for. Maximum leverage. But niggas don't say that. Niggas talk about self-improvement for service. To serve. Why niggas eating pussy and shit like that? How do I serve? How do I serve her? That 90s R&B baby please, baby please, baby please bullshit. How do I be a good man? You see who these bitches are fucking? They're not fucking good men. And when they fucking you not in good man mode. But dudes think leverage is oppressing women. Mark Lamont Hill ass niggas. Like Mark Lamont Hill, like you see him on the Joe Budden podcast talking the bullshit he talking. Going back to what I was talking about Ryan Clark. Make sure y'all support the Cash App. Ryan Clark, talking about, yeah, man, you put in your head, like, you should, we're bigger and stronger, so it should be a double standard. Dumbass, it's not just about the physical double standard. It's about believe all women. You remember, Ryan Clark said this bullshit post Jonathan Majors, post Johnny Depp. Remember that. Ryan Clark said that shit when all that shit had already happened. It's not just about that. It's about taking her word for it. That double standard. It's not about, nobody's out here saying that men should be able to clock chicks. That's not the argument, dumbass. How old are you? But these chicks are lying. They are not telling the truth. And black men are the most vulnerable to that. And for him not to understand that is like wild to me. No, I didn't see it. And personally, I don't give a fuck. Because them niggas, first of all, like, here's my thing about that. Yeah, we can communicate with it. And that's the one thing I would be cool with talking to somebody about, because my thing is, what I want to know is, why do men give a fuck about men traveling, even for sex tourism, but don't give a fuck that the women do it? Why is it okay for the women do it and not the men? And if you say it's not okay for either, then we don't hear nothing about women sex touring. Women come out with a girls trip too. Niggas gonna take their bitch to see it. It ain't gonna be no, we need to have a conversation about women travel. It's never that. It's really men take the it's none of my business policy. But with men, oh look out. Oh man, we gotta regulate. I just feel some type of way. Niggas can't even tell me like, oh man, it's cause these niggas are bragging. So? Nigga, you gotta go look for niggas. Like, you honestly, when it comes to travel content, you have to look for it. It's not like travel content is out here smacking you in the face. You gotta go out of your way to look for that shit. So when niggas feel something like, why do you have this energy when women travel more than men? You don't have this energy when women are going to Europe, women going to Italy. When women are going to South America, they go to the DR. You don't have this energy when women getting BBLs in the DR. You don't, even though they're putting themselves in mortal danger because they're broke. Like, what do we? Ryan Clark had a white girlfriend, a white wife. He got a kid with a white chick. That's why I'm laughing about him talking that shit about he one of these, like, nigga, you got that, I used to be a low-key divester. Now I want to be super duper plug black. Ryan Clark, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Ain't nobody tell you get with that white girl. Ain't nobody tell you. And by the way, speaking of that, John Gannon was saying, I heard him make a comment about dudes that bring up that he got a white wife, talking about they can't see him in no other way but that. It is a lot of dudes that bring that up as a hate dig, sure. But you got a white, the reason why that's like an issue is because there's certain conversations that are black conversations. They're not conversations like when black men are talking, we're not, yeah, there's a modern woman issue, then there's a black woman issue. And in the black community, we're dealing with black women more than we're dealing with modern women. We have proximity to black women more than other women in general, generally. Because it's not just about who you fucking, it's about also what goes on in these households. That's why when everybody always wants to tie it back to who you fucking, that's bullshit. That's what they do to deflect. But the reality is, so when he said that, it's kind of like, oh man, they just can't see me. No, nigga. The reality is, the shit you talking about is SYSBM. You can try to act like, yeah, man, she was my high school sweetheart, and we just got together on some magical shit. Man, whatever, man. At the end of the day, you telling me wasn't no black bitches in your school? I want to know how many black bitches you fucked. I want to know how many black bitches you dated. Because you talking shit when what you did was you opted out. So if you opted the fuck out, then stop trying to act like, yo, man, you just have to be a better. No, nigga, you don't have a black woman. Like, your white wife, if she divorces you, is a fucking mud shark to white men. She's done. She can't just say, oh, I'm out. I'm about to go for the streets. Yeah, niggas are only gonna be the only niggas on the menu. She had to commit to you for real. That's a real marriage where you can't fucking go nowhere. If she leave you, she about to be a white single mother with mixed kids. Oh no. She'll still have her white privilege card, but that white privilege card is gonna have some marks on that shit. Her white credit report is marked. And looking at your skin tone, them kids are not mostly looking white either. They're clearly mixed. So she already single mother in the 30s, about to be in 30s, cause you 30. And no, these white boys ain't playing with that. It don't matter what you think about rape. Them white boys ain't playing with they're not playing with black women, white women like that. They're not. Not on playing some stepdaddy shit. Not on some big shit. They'd rather be cucked than do that. Because at least being cucked, they're volunteering for that. They're not playing. So your wife is committed. And white women, and regardless how you feel about what you think about race, she know that. She know it. So as long, that's why they gotta vet real hard if they gonna get married to you. So yeah, you got 2-parent household, all that goody stuff, clearance, absolutely. Great. But you have leverage in that way. I'm not saying you're gonna exercise it or whatever, it's no need to, because it's there. You have the best kind of leverage. Environmental leverage. It ain't your fault that's how white men are. That ain't got nothing to do with you, and you can't control that. So you got the best kind of leverage. Environmental. That's the best. That's the leverage you're supposed to have. Passive leverage. So if she just blow the whole thing up, that's it. I don't care how good she look. I don't need to see how good she look, because it don't matter. Even if she is really attractive, it don't matter. The best she can do is get another nigga, and good luck getting another nigga. Like this is where John's like, I'm that nigga. This good luck getting another nigga 6 foot, 2-parent household, really not trying to be in the street. Good luck with that. That's the leverage, and that's cool. But you talking like that dynamic can be in a black dynamic, black community, and because of how the community is wired, that's not the dynamic. So the shit you say kind of falls flat, because when you try to hold men accountable, you don't account for that. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't even know if John ever, I don't know. This is true. I don't know if John ever dated black women. So nigga, you SYSBM. So stop acting like it ain't no thing and it don't matter, like black culture or white culture is like the same thing. Get the fuck out of here, man. And then I didn't know, from what I heard out of, I don't know if Scarface Mark was trolling. Maybe he was, but Scarface Mark was with a white, is with the chick he got pregnant is white. And if that's true, I'm laughing my ass off. Because I'm like, I need to know why you black bitches give a fuck. I need to know, and I'm not even talking about Dana, because Dana is more about him versus the woman on this point. But I need to know why you black bitches give a fuck. All these black women talk, she's probably embarrassed. Oh, she ain't stunting you black hoes. You think this white bitch give a fuck? If she's white, I don't mean to call her a B, whatever. This is Chicago and me. If she's white, then I damn sure don't want to hear nothing. Because if she's Caucasian, she knew what it was. She knew what it was as a white female. Mark is 24. She knew what it was as a white female to be dealing with a nigga. Mark is dark-skinned, beard, clearly a black dude. Black dude, no chaser. Raw. Ain't no, well, you know, he's from somewhere else. No, American-made Negro. That is Mark. And if Mark is going in and out, on and off, and that chick is white, I don't know why you niggas give a fuck. I don't know. I don't have a fucking clue why y'all care. Who the fuck you caping for? He's a baby mama maker, so he ain't contributing to the issue in the black community. He didn't make a black woman a baby mama maker, a baby mama. He made a white chick. And that white chick knew what she was doing. That white chick has no choice but to make an informed decision because she knows what time. The same thing I said about John, I say about her. Except so if they break up, she just out here. And I'm very confident that in that case that she didn't want to be married. Or not necessarily didn't want to be married, but she wasn't tripping over it. So y'all, this is what I'm talking about, where motherfuckers start rolling with narratives and y'all just start going along with shit. Now again, I heard this out of Mark's mouth. Mark could have been trolling. I'm leaving room for that. Because Mark has been kind of trolling because, you know, he's a baby daddy, he's getting mad, so he's like, man, blah, 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 I'm a father. No, you got a baby daddy mentality. And now you doing that, you not married, is she white and you didn't marry her? Yeah, nigga, stop it. Ain't nothing wrong with being a baby daddy. That's why I say there's a difference between the street dude and the Pookie and Ray Ray. There's a terms mean things, which is why I get specific definitions. I don't know why you think I'm talking about you. I'm just saying what it is. I'm not saying that you can't have a conversation. You can't have a conversation because you're with a white woman. But what I am saying, when John is kind of wagging his finger at black men, like, oh, you don't deal with this because you got a white bitch. That's why you don't deal with this. That's why you don't. So let's cut the bullshit. If they ain't no you know, but he never you don't never hear John talk about dating interracially, really. John stays away of all the shit he bold to talk about. He never talks about that because you got black women. Because let's just keep it real, you got black women to follow you because sometimes you hold black men accountable at least 30% to 30% of the time, 40% of the time, and they like how you look. That's why they follow you. And you not trying to blow the money up by basically talking about interracial dating, because that'll turn half your audience completely off. I can't do this no more. John ain't stupid, he know. So when you wag your finger, I'm like, nigga, you got a white bitch. That's all I gotta say. Well, you're saying no. I'm not saying that because I can't say nothing else. Because I've called his shit out, and I didn't even know he had a white chick. I recently found that out. And I'm like, oh, hell no. It's because, nigga, there's a lot of problems you don't deal with. John think he's slick. Glendon did the same thing. He tries to cloak it in. And see, Glendon was honest about it. He tried, you should only date females that have a mother and father. People with both parents that grew up in a two-parent home should date each other. Okay, then you pretty much removing like 80% of the black community. You're removing 80% of black women. He tries to hold on to it by saying it goes both ways with that, which is fine. But black women, black men are cool with taking that L. Because at the end of the day, black men can bring tangibles to the situation. But black women, you wiping out 80% of black women. We're not even gonna talk about the ones that grew up in a two-parent household, overweight, gay, all of that. You wiping out most black women. See, that's his coded way of saying it. He ain't slick. You ain't slick, nigga. You are not slick. That's his coded way of saying it. But he know, and that's his way of trying to, I got with a white woman because we went to the same school, high school sweethearts. And I'm not saying this from a perspective of a nigga that ain't never dated white females. I have very fond memories of a few white chicks I dated. And by the way, all of them are married. One of them got married after high school to a black dude. Where do you think that 14 to 18 bullshit comes from? That's not me. That was the dude she ended up really getting with. Italian chick. One in a Italian chick, still married to this day. Other chick, married. And I'm not saying because they're white, because I know a lot of black women that are married or in cohabitating situations with the nigga they had kids with on good terms, or if not married. So this is not just a white thing. But what I'm saying, so I get it. I uniquely understand what he's talking about. But at the same time, it's kind of like if you got with your high school sweetheart, it's kind of like, nigga, you don't even really know what's out here for real. Other than the fact that you 8 years younger, that means you would have got married. That means what, 20, he would have got out of school like 2014. So yeah, you really like seriously though. And I'm not even a white woman advocate because white women do slick shit. Some of the chicks I dealt with were foreign. So I'm not, you should date white, but what I'm saying is if y'all with white girls, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different talking about the black. It's not even about talking about the black community. But it's kind of like when you're in the purple pill space like you're in, it's like, nigga, SYSBM is a red pill space. Even though it's probably the most conservative, I told you, SYSBM is the least, and did I not tell you SYSBM is, shout out to Clutch, it's the least anti-marriage of all, it's like the only, like sector of the red pill that's actually not anti-marriage. So, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know when he got married to that chick, but he tried to act like it's a high school sweetheart situation. So my thing is, y'all sitting here talking about self-improvement, and that it's a reason why they always come back to basic ass shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I agree with a lot of stuff John be saying, but at the same time, even the self-improvement shit. But at the same time, nigga, you don't deal with black, like I'm saying, I don't know if you deal with black girls for real. So if you don't deal with black girls for real, I don't know why you know who black men are talking about. So if you know who black men are talking about, I don't know why you talk, man, self-improved, nigga, why? My thing is, you 6 foot. You got the look that they like. And you still didn't want to deal with them like that. So what are we talking about? I saw that Kim Patrick call out. Oh, you thought it was hilarious? It is. Shit. That was a decent movie, by the way. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's how they be acting. The League of Extraordinary Husbands. You know, like they coming down off the mountaintop to give us the wisdom of King Solomon. You chose ass niggas. Niggas, that's how them pick-me's be. When black women call other black women pick-me's, that's what they be thinking about. Oh, you think because you chose a pick-me ain't not necessarily a bitch that's trying to get chose. They talk about the wives, trad-con black women. That's how they shame the women, the old school minded women. You're a pick-me. That's their way. That's like a slur. When they call a woman male identified, they don't want to say male identified. You're a pick-me. You're a pick-me. Well, isn't that what y'all do when y'all call men simps? No, we get mad on men being simps because men give away the store to women for nothing in return. We know it for what it is. It's a form of dirt. It's like a bullshit, weak ass form of dirty macking. We know it for what it is. Most women don't need to be pick-me's in order to get shit from men. That's actually not required. Women don't need, like, trust, because niggas that already got it like that, niggas that got motion don't give a fuck if you a pick-me. And dudes that ain't got motion, that ain't required. League of Extraordinary Husbands. I told you, man, I done forgot better shit than niggas ever thought of. That is exactly, they standing on the mountaintop like they trying to be apostles of some shit. Like they try to preach the gospel of being a good man. Sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. You niggas are a couple of good fuck ups from that bitch divorcing you anyway. Unless you get with a white girl in which, yeah, she's committed. She's on the burn the coal, pay the toll shit list of white boys. She can't go black. Once you go black, but white boys are like, once you go black, you can't come back. Let's cut the bullshit. So when a white woman has a kid with you, that's a fucking commitment. That's why a lot of y'all be with basic Beckys. Because a Becky that knows she can get some real resources, she is not about, like, having a child is committing. That is one thing to be fucking niggas on the low. And you can't change your city. You can't change out of a kid. That's a commitment for her. Black men, Ryan Clark's a perfect example. Black women will take a black man after she been with a white woman if you got enough motion. Because chances are you're not dealing with crazy baby mama drama out of a white woman. Yeah, I gotta come up with the acronym. But it sounds good though. It might, like the symbol might be O and an H and an O, and then the L and the E. L and the E in the space in the top H and the top part of the H and the bottom. That would be a symbol. Like for real. Yeah, I'm gonna start reposting all my videos, like doing a reposting on TikTok, cause that is working. And I need to start putting up some takes, some 2-minute, 3-minute takes on TikTok as well, and do the background thing. Yeah, man. You're a baby daddy. You just as part of a problem. You're just as part of the problem. No, he isn't. No, he is not. No, he is not. Just like that bullshit about, you don't want us to get abortions. You don't want us to get abortions, but then you call us single mothers. Shut the fuck up. Y'all know what y'all be doing. I don't know why y'all playing like y'all playing stupid. Oh, hold on. I ain't even. Yeah, I got it, Ray. Appreciate the $5. Smooth, appreciate the 15. Cash App. Much appreciated, much appreciated, much appreciated. What's up, Snazzy? J-Bay, appreciate the $10. But Ryan Clark was crazy as fuck. Yeah, man, you should, it should be a double standard. No, it shouldn't, because it's not about just the physical, man. It's not, number one, you're talking about in public on camera. No, it shouldn't be a double standard for a woman to be able to put her hands on you. She is a star. Number one, let's look at the layers. Sha'Carri Richardson is a medal-winning national figure. So when you say double standard, you're saying that she should be able to put her hands on a man and not lose sponsors? To what extent are you talking double standard? Because if a man does that, he's losing sponsors. He's getting suspended. So you basically saying nothing should happen to her. She got arrested. Do you think she shouldn't have to get arrested? So you saying domestic violence don't count when a woman does it? To what extent are you saying? Assault is assault. It's not about power or force. The law already accounts for that in degrees. She got hit with, I think, what, 4th degree battery and assault? I didn't even know there was a 4th degree. First, second, third. This 4th degree is for women and white people, apparently. We gonna hit you with that 4th degree. That's that slap on the wrist. What nigga do you know, black man, has ever gotten a 4th degree of anything? 4th degree? Nigga, we getting first, maybe second. They hit Carmelo Anthony with 1st degree murder. They convicted that other white boy in Texas that carved up that damn Mexican. They gave him, in the bathroom, they gave him like third degree manslaughter. 4th degree manslaughter. That carries a maximum of 2 years in prison. That's the max he can get. That motherfucker did adjacent. The fuck is a 4th degree? Like, I swear they be making shit up. 4th degree. So damn, we can't say he's crazy. We can't say he's crazy. So we gotta charge him with something. All right, hit him with that 4th degree. We can't pull that shit out all the time, but we gonna pull it out tonight. We gonna pull it out tonight. We gonna pull out that 4th degree. You fucking serious? 4th degree. No! Jonathan Majors didn't get no 4th degree. And that motherfucker was just pulling his hand away from her. He got convicted for doing a get the fuck away from me gesture. Like when you move your hand, have you ever touched something and let's say it's nasty, and you ain't ready to touch it, so your hand just jerks away? What is that? That's what he got charged for. That bitch ended up dropping those charges in the UK. And they probably paid her off. They probably said, this nigga lost his career, bitch, sit your ass down. Here's $100,000, sit your ass down. And you can't talk a drunk ass hoe. Kyrie lost his sponsor over a post that fucking Amazon refused to take that book off the market. But they ain't saying nothing about Bezos, you fucking cowards. Oh man, Devious Gaming is just throwing money on the pole, throwing strip pole today. Appreciate it, man. And make sure you email me about this Comfy UI thing, because I want to start a conversation with you on that. edwardanderson300k@gmail.com. Yeah, I don't have a problem with dudes having a white wife. But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna wag your finger at black men, then you need to kind of stop acting like your shit is, yeah, man. It's as if I were to swap out you being with having a black wife, you wouldn't be dealing with this shit. Not you, but you know what I'm talking about. Me and my wife vetting a sister wife right now. My main helps others for main work. If it's just cracking, and me and my wife and two lay in bed and look at text and laugh. That's funny. Yeah. Like that can solve a lot of problems. That's why I say, oh man, I have an issue with women. Okay, is it just black women, or are these same issues carrying with other women? Because if it's just black women, it's a cultural compatibility issue. That's all it is. That's not the same thing. Cultural compatibility issue. Y'all, like, people are talking like, we know black women are of a certain culture. Black women are Cleons. It's almost, well, you're saying that, no, with white women, it's like dating an ace of spades white woman. Now, they may not act like Cleons. Like, for me, I'm not black enough for ace of spades white women. I've been told, you're not black enough. Honestly, I almost get mad at that. The nerve of a white bitch saying that. I almost get almost madder at that than me being called a nigga by a non-black person. But whatever. You're not black enough. No, not you. You're not black enough. All right, Ashley, fucking bitch. And that bitch had the nerve to ask me like a year later in high school, do you think I'm attractive? You solid. You get a whole point if you had some titties. I can't believe you said that. It's the truth. Especially the way you'd be able to get a lot of niggas if you had a chest. You can't say that, Ashley. Ashley's younger. I don't give a fuck that she's a year younger. She in our grade. Every time I want to get out of something, I always say, y'all niggas don't give a fuck. I just got to eat the shit and y'all want to say something about somebody's height. True, exactly. So shut the fuck up. Niggas be like, oh, you just doing that. You light skin so you can get away with that. Oh, cool. Okay, so you want to trade my light skin for you being 5'10"? You want to trade that? Exactly. Shut the fuck up. It ain't that big of an advantage. It ain't that big of an advantage, is it? Yeah, shut the fuck up. Every time a nigga say that, that's all I gotta do, shut their ass up. And it works every time. They don't need, you wanna shut a nigga up, say, you wanna trade? Even the concept. Exactly, so shut the fuck up. Niggas start laughing, exactly, shut the fuck up. Yeah. I mean, white women don't be lying about, going overseas and shit like that. But when black women do it, everybody else do it, it's a problem. And it's about leverage. That shows you they're sensitive to it. Which is how you know they full of shit. I love let black women go overseas. They'll learn some things over there. They'll learn to appreciate black men taking their ass. Remember Nivy? There's a whole bunch of black men that would have dealt with her. She don't fuck with niggas like that unless they're Haitian or something. And she got played. I'm not happy she got played, but that's hey, she reaped what she sowed. Let me tell you about what happened with this Haitian man I dealt with. They played me. Oh, you don't say. I mean, shit, bitch, you could have got with a Nigerian. You could have got like an Obi nigga. Nah, these Nigerian, them American-made Nigerian, they too much like y'all. I need me a nigga. I want me a nigga that speaks French. Okay. No. Okay. You see, what's her name? Marilyn Negra, you know, losing that weight. She built like a white woman. Now she ain't trying to be a black woman no more. She got all that weight down and all of that. That's how you know she trying to get her a white man. That's how you know. Man, please, it's Italy shit. And black women always go, you know, they always, when they go to these countries, oh, they're racist. Like they're putting, like Italy is kind of racist, but they don't fuck, just because they don't fuck with you don't mean they racist. That's one thing that like black women get twisted. They don't fuck with me, they're racist. No, they just don't fuck with you. And y'all, and they pop in that bubble. And y'all mad. Y'all mad that they popping y'all magical bubble. Again, black men don't get no credit for how much we tolerate y'all bullshit. They get mad. And Italian Americans don't be fucking with black women like that. They will, like, a lot, black women, just if a group uses you for target practice, that's not a flex. It is not the same thing as a non-black woman saying she wouldn't marry a black man, but she would have sex with one. That's not the same thing. Because sexual access doesn't come as easy for men as it does women. A lot of black men ain't really interested in marrying outside of their race like that. They be like, look, man, I'm just renting a bitch. You can have her back. That's why we don't understand why white men get so bad. Yo, these bitches are coming over here. We'll rent them, service them up, and they can go right back to you. Black men ain't really that interested in creating mixed kids like that. We're really not. That's some shit the women, I want a pretty baby with pretty hair. Black men don't give a fuck about that. Men typically want to replicate themselves. Black men don't care, but black men, oh man, I want a pretty baby with pretty eyes. Even light-skinned niggas don't be like, yeah, man, I want a kid with pretty. If black men got any preference for their kids, it's height. That's the only thing I've heard, and those are usually athletes you hear talking like that. I just don't want them to be retarded, reasonably intelligent. The smarter, generally, the better. And then height. That's the only thing I hear. If men say anything, that's usually the only two things they're gonna say. Women, I want to have pretty eyes. I don't want him to have 4C hair. You know, I want him to bad. Like dudes don't think that way. They don't. Like, and there's certain things. Men are not really complicated. Now, white men may be on that shit. I don't know, but I know black men don't think like that. I want to be reasonably athletic, not short, reasonably, and if dudes really give a fuck about the height thing, that'll be reflected in the bitch they get. Because the dudes that really care, they'll be like, all right, I need this chick to be at least 5'7", 5'8". And even then, them niggas are still gonna fuck a fun size bitch. They still gonna fuck a 4. Like, even Lita Turney, what did Lita Turney? I like a 4'11" and 5 feet. Not be retarded, not be gay, and then be tall. That's like the 3, that's like the 1, 2, 3. If they're men. Those are like the 3 things. And the conversation never comes up. He said, to be fair, Italian dudes don't move out of their parents' house until their 30s. Just the vibe, bum energy. No, because they're more family oriented. Nigerians are kind of like that too. Indian men, the women don't, but the men just move out with each other. The only reason why black women brag about Italy is because that's one of the countries where black men were losing. Black women see their success correlate. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, man, if you want an Italian chick, going directly, I mean, you can go to Italy, but you might as well deal with the Italian diaspora. Like, real talk. I mean, Chicago's a good place to go get Italian chicks. I mean, if you know where to find them. I mean, look, I like Mediterranean chicks. I really do. I like that I like the brown hair, Mediterranean look. I like, those shit. I like white women with little seasoning on it, on them. So, yeah, but there's different places. If you really want Italian chicks, there's different places to get them. I may upload this. I saw a video of a Japanese and Uganda chick. And the chick was very attractive. I gotta get that TikTok. I'm sure y'all want to see that in the Discord. And she was speaking Japanese too. She like it, especially you niggas that like anime. And she looked not even compared to no Naomi Osaka. Real talk, black people should stick with Croatia, even Portugal if you want Mediterranean. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't really fuck with, and even Mediterranean, I'm not fuck Greece, and Italy, it's like Sicily if I go over Italy. But truth be told, a lot of Italians aren't even in Italy like that. A lot of young Italians, they're in Europe. But really, I prefer to be more American. But then we talk about fucking versus actually dealing with. Another thing, a lot of a lot of Turkish women too. If you know where to go. I know Clutch is like, nah, hell no. You just got to know where they are in the diaspora. I'm not saying every Turkish bitch is open, but that chick, but I've seen women like that chick that be on YouTube. She's at, I think, like 30,000. I've seen situations like that. I mean, honestly, a lot of Turkish women, unless you know how to tell the difference, they look like his Mexican women. A lot of them. Turkish in particular. The thing about it is African American men are a small population. So you don't never need like a whole bunch of any group. You only need a couple of spinoffs that are not throwaways. You don't never need like a whole litany from any group. That's the advantage. Shout out to Swift. Lacer Gaming, dude, man. Appreciate it, man. Lacer Gaming is the sponsor of this channel. Yeah, if you got a video you want me to do, like a 10-15 minute upload, email me about it, because you definitely earned it. He said, I'll bust in a white woman and send her home to her white boyfriend and let him suck it out. Yeah, that's saying a lot, man. That's saying a lot anyway. This nigga sound like he got like white women are reparations. As long as Blasian chick isn't nigga, nah, she wasn't niggified. You like, I'll at you particular. You'll like this chick. This chick was not niggified at all. Nigga free. Straight from nigga free. She was not. I can tell by how she spoke Japanese. Nigga free. He said, Lord, she's not niggified. Yeah, they don't want you to see, because understand, when you have options, their ability to move on stuff is just not gonna be there. I see an article said Uber users in Atlanta are canceling rides and human drivers until they get matched with one of the Waymo cars, because Waymo, the driverless cars, are in Europe. Just hit them with a fee. I mean, my youngest brother grandmother is Japanese, so he's like, yeah. Big Chris Entertainment, what's up? I mean, it's not even like black women, like understand black women have a resentment towards blackness that a lot of black men don't have. And that's the issue. Everything that they say is driven from that. Black men is more practical. And at the end of the day, especially with some of us getting to a certain age, it's kind of like, it's almost like, okay, it's a do or die situation. It's like, I'm not about to sit here. That's why, a lot of people talk, you making women a baby father. Like, honestly, a lot of, if you haven't, first of all, what doesn't get talked about is how men don't be on this, men don't get cold feet and just run away from situations. That's not what's happening. What happens is women coerce men into having kids with bullshit and then get mad when men call a bluff. That's what happened to Kerosene. That's what that is. You think because you go through these hormones that a man is going through it, and they're lying. And it's not just black women. White women do it too. White women do it too. As far as lying on a man, dick, talking about she got pregnant by a nigga and she really did it. This one nobody really wants to dig into. Oh, like I was saying before with paternity fraud. Paternity fraud is a security risk. The reality is it is a like, I personally believe there's so many women that are basically doing that it would be a nationally destabilizing thing. I am very aware of that. Because I really do believe that if men really, like, the shit that would have to come out of how many women you see that have pulled that or pulling that. If I wanted to undermine the United States, that's what I would do. I would push for that shit. I mean, at the end of the day, there's people everywhere, man. You don't got to go to specific countries. And honestly, man, traveling, girls are not the only reason why one should travel. And I think that's kind of an issue too. They keep trying to keep it at, travel for women, travel for women, travel for women. Like, honestly, you should be wanting to travel for money. There's a lot of different reasons to travel. But the problem is that's what they're the most interested in, because at the end of the day, like the women, because it's a sexual threat. It's a resource threat. And that's what nobody wants to really be honest about. It's a resource threat. And you notice how nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that at all. The resource threat part. Nobody talks about that at all. They only talk about how lame the niggas are, and they just keep saying it over and over and over and over. Niggas are lame, niggas are lame, niggas are lame. And it don't matter, because as time goes on, like, people gonna look back. And they're gonna be like, why didn't I? It's like, because you had a bunch of motherfuckers lying. Either they couldn't get passports, or they had their own individual reasons for lying to you niggas. And they gonna look stupid. That's why I don't give a fuck if you travel or not. I'm just putting the information out there. Now, if you want to sit here and be a corner store nigga, you want to sit here and be a porch monkey ass nigga, and you only know your city, most of y'all in cities, y'all don't even know your city up and down. Y'all don't know, like, y'all can't tell you a lot of shit about your city and what's going on in your city, your county, the surrounding counties. Most of y'all don't know. Most of y'all are just there, like a piece of paper in the fucking wind. If you gonna be somewhere, be an expert where you at. Hell, a lot of y'all could need to travel outside in the United States more. I thought it was cool when I was younger and I was like, I touched the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. That moment. Like niggas to see pro-black niggas of all things trying to cape for the United States, y'all sound straight pussy. Y'all got the nerve to call somebody a coon. Fucking guardians of the empire ass niggas. From pro-black to guardians of the empire. Niggas act like they fucking correction officers and shit. You can't leave, nigga! Where you go? Remember that that movie with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy, Life? Where you going, Biscuit? Where you going, boy? Where you going, boy? Where you going, Biscuit? Where you going? Where you going, boy? That's how y'all niggas sound. From street niggas to correctional officers. You can't leave, nigga. Bitch ass, dumb ass niggas. Nigga don't even know what's out. Ain't nothing out there. Nigga, you don't even know what's out there. All I know is mamas get mad when you leave the house. Eyes don't knows why. Nigga. He said stoop kids on par with gooners. I can make money off gooners though. That's the difference. I mean, if people can make a compelling argument, my thing is, if you can make a compelling argument for shit, go for it, but they can't. You just be like, you lame. Nigga, you lame for only being in your city. You a lame. But we can't talk about that. Let's keep it. I hear what you're saying, Xanatos, from a man's standpoint, but let's keep it real. A lot of women don't like gooners because gooners make it so you're not spending money on them. That's really what that comes down to. They like tricks more because at least tricks spend money. That's really what it comes down to. That's why they try to shame certain shit. Like, oh man, you're just a gooner. No, they mad because you're not obsessed with them. Wow, dude, you just right up in the fucking... That's really what that comes down. It's all, everything comes back to resources and resource distribution. The more men, like, you know, they keep talking about, oh, these men are so lonely. So why is that only coming out of a bitch's mouth? I only hear women talk about how lonely men are. As if you try to wish that's how they really felt. Men are so lonely. I don't see men at the bars by themselves. I don't see men at the clubs by themselves. I don't see men at these restaurants by themselves or in groups. I'm not even saying I'm not necessarily saying that is not something I'm not saying you should aim to be a fucking gooner, nah. Because it's just like niggas traveling overseas and all you're doing is fucking paying for it. That's not meant for that to be the be all end all. It's not. That's meant to be a safety net kind of thing. You're supposed to strive and aim to not deal with that. Shout out to Clutch. They're right. Ain't nothing out there but universal health care, free university, good mass transit, healthy food, and women who like productive black men. Yeah. But these niggas are on the low. My issue with them is, first of all, they too bitch made to say how they really feel and what it really is on their mind. That's the first thing. And the second thing is they're lying. They're trying to protect the gynocracy. That's another reason I don't respect that shit. Because they're trying to protect the gynocracy without really owning that shit. That's what I personally don't like. That's what personally pisses me off. Yeah, appreciate the $5, man. That's what personally pisses me off. It's like you're not even making an honest, good faith argument. You're not making an argument. You're trying to sidestep the argument. Like, not you, but you know what I mean. Like, if you want to have a conversation, let's have it. Not this, nah, man, you lame, and I'm going to find a way to call you lame, even though I won't show my face ever. I don't even show my icon, but I'm talking shit. Nigga, fuck you. You ain't been nowhere. You don't know shit. I've traveled for job opportunities. But you wouldn't know nothing about that because you a fucking porch monkey. That's what they call stoop kids in Chicago. We call them porch monkeys. And y'all became porch monkeys in your own fucking city. One of the best decisions my mom ever made was going from Chicago to North Carolina. Ever made. Literally changed probably not so much the arc of my life, but definitely the arc of my younger brother's lives. Best decision she ever made. Well, you're not like, dude, real talk. This is why I always say social skills are important. People will sit here and they will try to act like, you know, a lot of them niggas that be doing that shit be blue collar niggas too. They be blue collar minded niggas. A lot of niggas got this I'm not hating on blue collar niggas at all, but y'all got this kind of around the way fucking bullshit that doesn't always lend well to how you need to represent yourself outside the United States. Because blue collar niggas have a bad habit of bringing sand to the beach. Blue collar niggas have a bad habit of bringing black niggified culture. Yeah. So yeah, you know, you need to limit yourself with that. Because you do. Because a lot of them niggas be some of the main ones driving up the trick price anyway. Or fucking up some of these zones. Because y'all want to live a hip-hop fantasy that, quite frankly, y'all could do that in the United States. Real talk. It's just you got to pay a little bit more. You can trick here. It's a lot more women that's open to selling pussy than they think. It's just bitches that think they cute. What they try to do is they try to get as much money from you as they can in one interaction. So they always throw out high, or they want you to pay their bills, which is more like, seriously. That's why when people are trying to talk about Game Changer, about that stove, I'm like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas, nigga, you can pay, nigga, that's like paying a bitch's nails like twice. Paying to get weaves, like paying for her weave. That ain't nothing. Like, y'all niggas act like, I ain't saying you need to make a habit of it, because most of them bitches be lying when they talk about that, but they be lying here. Nigga, if you paid a bitch's cell phone bill, you probably paid the same as a fucking stove. A little bit less. It'd be $150. But y'all niggas really out here acting like y'all don't be giving these bitches no money when they ask. So you saying yo bitch never asked you for money. That's how you get them niggas. Oh man, I don't be tricking on the hoe. So your bitch never asked you for money. The bitch you fucking, that you ain't in a real relationship with. Cause these hoes know they will go to niggas they dealing with, then niggas they got situationships with, then niggas they half fucked to see if they can scramble some shit out of them. Women got tier lists. And at the very end, if they really need it, they'll go get the old nigga that they know got it, but they ain't really trying to fool with like that. They really need it. Cause they know that old nigga don't care. That old nigga is like, you know what you need to do to get this money. If you don't call me, I'm not calling you. Don't call me if you not ready. Dirty old man, I could be all that, but you gonna be my bitch for 2 hours if you want this $700-800. They don't care. I know, like they got that Corey Holcomb type of kind of mindset. I know who I am, and you know who you are right now, cause you wouldn't be on my phone. Well, you act like I'm. Yeah, you damn right. If you calling me, that means I'm playing D. I'm playing D, and if you dealing with play, if you scraping this far, then bitch, you already know what time it is. I'm not doing that, but that's some niggas be like that. Some old niggas don't care. Some niggas are stupid like that, especially in the United States. Especially if the bitch ain't ugly. Now if the bitch ain't like a 7 or up, then yeah, you're not getting that. That goes down. You know, bitch, I'm the pawn shop. If you pawning something, you already know what it is when you come in here. I don't know why you acting like you don't. If you pawning something, that means you done fucked up cash advances. That means your credit fucked up. So you ain't got no ability to get no loan. You ain't got no ability to get no credit line. You really don't own nothing like a car that's worth you getting a car loan on. You can't do no cash advances. You ain't got nothing really to sell that you really trying to sell like that. You ain't got nobody you can ask for money. Cause you can't even make a deal with that. If you hear, that means that. Now some niggas be like, well, Ed, if you ain't broke, you seem to know a lot about these things. You're damn right. You know why I know? Because how you think I get motherfuckers to buy my shit when they tell me they ain't got no money? Oh, so you ain't got this? You ain't got this? Have you ever heard of a cash advance app? What cash advance app? What are those? Oh, let me give you some apps. You got Bridget, you've got EarnIn, you've got Albert, you've got Dave, you've got Tilt, you've got Clio. Let's go ahead and get you to download, let's go ahead and get you to download all these things, and we'll put the fucking money together, and you ain't even got to pay nothing. You can give me my 500, get my 5, and you just pay it back. Shit, I've hooked people up in the Uber. Because Uber, like once I get paid, I told y'all be thinking I be lying. I told y'all I get paid to recruit people in the Uber as a referral. I recruit them in the Uber, give them the ropes with all the experience I've had. Dude, they can get my money. They can go get my money in 2 days. Give me my money, get that paid back. I tell them what city you in. I got a little ebook, where to go, where to dude, I got a 24-hour clock. A 24-hour clock. Like Uber, if you willing to Uber from like 3 to 10, that's early airport runs, Amazon runs, airport runs, Amazon runs. You know, we got like brunch runs for like all these brunch places. Then people going to work. If you willing to get up that early, if you like a real night owl, obviously the weekend. If don't be in a major city, football season's coming up, college football season's coming up. You can get this money in a day. You can get this money in like 2 days. Get my money for what you need to pay for this. It ain't gotta be no whole drawn out thing. It ain't like you gotta Uber all the time. Well, I'm afraid now with the women, because that's how bitches always are. I'm afraid because all it takes is one person to fuck with me and I'm fucked. Yeah, now Uber is making it so you can I heard about this. Uber's making it so you can do gender can women can choose the gender they want to pick up. So now that used to be always be an issue when he said, I don't know about Uber. Now that's what I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell them, go ahead, check that out, see if that's active. If that's active, there you go. Oh, thank you. Oh. That's how I get people to buy my shit that are kind of high ticket. Well, you know, people to be hating on me, but that's how I get people to buy my shit. That's how I know about this. So I do all that because that can be done from the phone. That's instant. Before I tell people to start selling shit. So that's how I know about these things. Because niggas always be trying to be stupid. And then on top of that, a lot of people got shit they can sell on the low that they don't need. That they literally don't use. I had one dude that had a refrigerator, like a mini refrigerator. He had like a mini refrigerator. And you know, sold that shit. People be having shit. You know, I've told niggas, this is what happens when you trying to close these niggas. I told them, you know, go take a picture of anything you think is valuable and then send that to me in a telegram. And I'd be like, this, and this. I'm not saying I usually don't always do that. And understand what I do is more like it's like high ticket items. So usually if I'm doing all of that, I'm trying to extract like usually $1,000 out of somebody. And so the trick is to basically whatever money they got, and then you add it up. So if they got 300, that's the trick. And so anyway. But my point is, I don't even know how I got on that. Oh, my point is, like I said, if you're going to a dude doing that, then we already know what time it is. This is why a lot of these chicks are always e-begging. That's why if a chick ain't doing nothing for you, I don't know why you sitting here, because you want to feel like a man. You want to feel like a man, so you just sending a random bitch money. Some of these niggas are out here sending bitches money that are e-girls and shit. Dumbass. And it's usually a dude in behind that. Dumbass. That's how stupid these niggas are. Some of these niggas are. Fuck you just ran. That's what I'm saying, man. That's the gift and the curse of digital money. Oh, we gonna do it just on the internet. That's cool, cause it ain't gotta be real on the internet either. It ain't gotta be real. So what's the people talking about? Oh man, that's weird. That ain't no weirder than sending random money to random bitches. What the fuck is the difference if they real or not? Like seriously, you don't know. You sitting here talking to hoes that you ain't really talking to them. They got you talking to bots. And dudes be like, oh man, you don't gotta be there. Watch time, a lot of different stuff. So anyway. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you develop that habit, sending when you get a bad habit of sending random bitches just cash out money, or I'm gonna send you money for lunch. Oh, I need $35. I need $75. $20 ain't enough for lunch. Bitches out here probing niggas for lunch, probing niggas for everything. It's just this, it's just that. Bitch, fuck you. I pay for services rendered. What service are you rendering? It ain't gotta be sexual. You heard what I just said about I said to LaShawn, I said, dude, you give me some game on this Comfy AI, let me know what you know. And see, I do that. But yeah. But truth be told, white boys trick more than anybody. So, you know, black dudes, so we need to stop playing as far as white boys want power and OnlyFans. They are scamming. You're right. They are scamming. They are scamming. And that's what doesn't get talked about. They are straight up scamming. They are straight up scamming. And they think that shit is cute. Because in their mind, oh, it's the fuck the patriarchy. Fuck the patriarchy. So everything's justified. Everything they do is wrong and justified because of the patriarchy. Now, you know, with black men, we say we do anything. Fuck racism. They like, yeah, you gonna say that in jail while you getting that ass taken. I'm gonna say that all day. Ain't nobody playing. All right, y'all. I gotta go. You know, I done been live for an hour and a half. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. You know, we'll see Monday. Like I said, as always, I let like 3 people into the Discord today. So shout out to y'all. If y'all want to get to the Discord, do that. I will be popping some stuff. I'm trying to put more content on the Patreon as well, because I need to do better with that. Like some of those recent lives I did. I will be putting stuff on the TikTok as well. In the meantime, you know, you follow me on TikTok. I do the repost. The repost from stuff Compassion Call Out did. It's got my this me talking. And so just type in Discord in the comment section. And sometimes it takes a second to go in there because I be trying to be off of, social media a little bit. But type in Discord and I'll email you. Once I email you, type in Discord and I'll give you my email. Once you email me, you get the link. And we're doing that right now. I still haven't forgotten about that kind of project of us building like a mainstream Manosphere Discord channel. So stay tuned on that. And yeah, that being said, this is Edward signing off. Peace.